Zero Waste SA has been helping reduce the amount of waste sent to landfill since 2004. Why send valuable resources to landfill when they could be reused or recycled? We've come up with a plan to live more sustainably, use resources more efficiently, and reduce what we send to landfill. These ideas are at the core of South Australia's Waste Strategy 2011 to 2015. In case you're wondering, the reason we need a strategy is because, like anywhere, South Australians produce and consume a lot of stuff. South Australians are keen recyclers, reusing, reducing and avoiding waste. We're certainly leaders. Since 2003, we've reduced waste going into landfill by over 17%. And that's despite a population which continues to grow. That's pretty good. Actually, it's remarkable. But even though South Australians are world-class recyclers, some of our habits are less than perfect. So we need to keep working to improve how we do it. When you get right down to it, we need to rethink the way we think. We've got to ask, what is waste anyway? More often than not, waste isn't waste at all. Most things can be turned into something else to save some of the Earth's natural resources at the same time. Lots more stuff can be recycled to save energy, oil and water as long as we do it right. And of course, there are still some places like at work where we need to do it in the first place, as well as looking at ways to avoid, reduce and reuse waste. We looked locally and globally to find the best way of doing things and put it all in the new strategy, which takes a whole-of-community approach and has a stronger focus on avoiding and reducing waste in the first place. We have a high standard of living in South Australia, but we need to take a more considered approach to how much we consume. We need to keep the future in mind, especially for kids and future generations. But for the stuff we do buy, we should reuse and recycle. This applies to the biggest business and the smallest household. To make sure we don't miss anything, the strategy deals with all 4 different kinds of waste, or waste streams. Waste from households. The waste that's picked up at the curbside in metropolitan areas or taken to a transfer station in country areas. We need to divert 70% of household waste, including organics like food scraps, by 2015. Then there's hazardous waste, things like oil, paints, batteries, fungicides and pesticides. There's also commercial and industrial waste, like byproducts from manufacturing, all kinds of packaging and e-waste. We'll keep working with the commercial sector to divert 75%. Most of this stuff can be recycled and reused. Then there's construction and demolition waste. This is all the stuff left when a building is knocked down or leftover material when a new place is built. The aim here is to keep 90% out of landfill, and we hope South Australia can reach these targets by 2015. Strategies work by using a mix of different methods, so there's something for everyone. Advocacy. Zero Waste SA will be an advocate of the strategy, encouraging and helping with changes to how we manage waste. Money. Grants to help fund new technology, infrastructure and programs will continue. Education. Letting people know about the new ideas in technology, for example, and how they can play a role will always be important. Partnerships. Getting connected makes it easier for us all to combine our strengths to reach common goals. Targets. We need to know if we're kicking goals or not, so we measure how we perform. And it's Zero Waste SA's job to keep up with support and apply the latest research. As our knowledge increases about how waste impacts the world, we'll continue to adapt and improve. Our challenge is to learn to enjoy and appreciate the quality of our lives by wasting less and caring more, all by avoiding, reducing, reusing and recycling. To review South Australia's Waste Strategy 2011 to 2015, or to get tips on how you can improve your own practices, visit the Zero Waste SA website.